Hi, I'm Jason Hobbs. In this video, I'm going to walk through using RightMessage site personalization. Okay. I'm going to walk through the using RightMessage site personalization to optimize a PPC campaign. And we're going to keep it kind of simple as far as the actual PPC campaign because it's more focused on within RightMessage, right? As far as actually using the app to optimize the user experience when they click over from the ad. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to set up a segment, and I'm going to do a custom one. We'll call it PPC1. We'll say that you're sending the same ad to 4 different industries. So there could be law, there could be medical, there could be, I'm trying to think, restaurant, and we'll call it law, medical, restaurant, construction. All right. So we can sync it with ConvertKit. I don't have a custom field currently set up, so we won't worry about that because it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, you have to have within your email service provider, you have to have the custom field already set up, and then you just select it here, and then it'll show each of the different segments, all 4 of them, in a left-hand column, and then in a right-hand column, you'll be able to put the actual data that you want to be piped over when they're actually, in that segment, basically. So, law, construction, etc. So what we're going to do, though, is I want to show you how the auto segment works, because in this one, we're going to use we'll go with UTM campaign. We're going to say on the current page. And so for law, we're going to have law in the UTM underscore campaign parameter. So the same or similarly, I should say, for medical, we're going to use the campaign, current page, and we'll say medical, restaurant. And once we set this up, then it'll be able to, anytime that they load a page with the UTM underscore campaign equals law, medical, or restaurant, etc., then it'll know to automatically segment them for you. All right, so a restaurant, and construction. All right. So, all right. So now that we have that, we have it set up, and so we have the 4. They're auto segmented, right? Now, let's see, let's go ahead and set up the offer. So on the actual landing page, let's go to here, and we'll go to the back end. And I've just set up a very simple one using, what's the wrong one? What's it called? No, not that one. Yep, using the block editor or whatever. Gutenberg. All right, so here you can see I already did this, but we're going to replace this. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we're going to create the offer to begin with, and we'll keep it pretty simple. So it's just going to be, and basically what in this instance, what we would be looking for them to do is we would be looking for them to join the email list, basically. If it's a lawyer or construction or restaurant or medical, any of those 4 industries, with the ads, the ad set we would be sending. We'd have 4 ads basically in that ad set that would send them all to the same page, but they would all have their own individual UTM parameters, when they click the button for their individual ad. And what we're doing here is we're going to set it up with the site personalization to where when they show up over on the actual page, they're going to see differently. They're going to see industry-specific messaging and basically an industry-specific version of this offer. I'll show you. So, get your business rolling online. We'll say, I don't have anything. So, okay. So we've set up the button. We have, we're going to want to redirect them. And so where we will redirect them to, I'll show you. I just set it up as a sub page basically. So, and as you can see, I didn't really put anything on it, but this will work for us. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to redirect to a page. Go ahead and put the page in. I wanted it in a new tab. So you can see now we have that, and it shows up over here in the bottom. So, all right. Now we'll throw an image of Max there because he's cute. And okay, so now what I'm going to show you real quick is we're going to go ahead and personalize this. And we're going to say based off of this, if, let's see. And this is obviously just very generic, just to kind of show you the format and, you know, the steps, so to speak. So okay, so these are each of them, you know, each of the segments where they're going to be shown, and here's the default, obviously, and you can tell that it is personalized because it has the broken line around it or whatever. And we're going to do the same thing here, and I'm ready to get my law practice rolling, and then all right, so we have the button also personalized. We have it redirecting, and we set up the redirect so that when we go in to do the actual site personalization goal, we'll have the goal defined, right? Because we can't just grab the fact that they completed this form, you know, or this offer within the goals. So that's why we have that redirect, and I set up that success page, right? All right, so we'll go ahead and save this. We'll go ahead and publish it to site. And let's see, so we have that. Oh, now we're ready to create a CTA funnel. And we're gonna keep this one super simple. We're not gonna, I'm gonna actually get rid of this, and I'm going to pitch an offer, which is this. And I need to set up a embed. So I'm going to just embed this widget. There's any of the 5 we could use, but we'll use embedded here. I'm going to go with Yogi because I want to have Max displayed because he's cute. And we will do here. All right, so PPC 1, we'll do that. And now I need to grab this. But before I do, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to leave the bottom of this the same because I'm not restricting it. I don't need to restrict it on any pages. And, you know, technically there's only the one that's just the offer, right? But I do want to real quickly change the contrast color to make it match a little bit better. All right. And then details, I mean, it's just, I want it enabled is all. So we'll go ahead and save that. We'll publish that to site. So now we have the widget set up. So I'll come over here and just use a basic HTML block. Go ahead and update it. And then we'll go view the page. All right, so we have a couple of things that we're going to do for each of these individual segments. Now, before we get into the campaign though, let's go ahead and set a goal. We're going to call this one, and we're going to they join the email list, right? So I'll go ahead and save it. All right. So we want to set up the conversion event first, right? And it's when they view this page. So we'll go to the page that we want them to view, and again, we have the navigate mode off. So anytime that we use the mouse or whatever, it's automatically, let's do this. It's automatically going to grab that element or show the element, right? But if we did that, then we would be able to actually navigate. But so just so you know. All right, so we have the proper page, and now we're going to say views this page, and now it's done. So it's going to be this page is the affected page, and it's the page view. So we'll go ahead and publish that to site. We have the conversion event already set up. So now with the campaign goal active, we're ready to do the actual campaign. And in this one, we're going to call it PPC1, and we'll call it industry. And we'll select the actual segment, right? So we'll go ahead and save it. And we need to go back to the actual page we're going to be personalizing, right? And so a couple of things that we're going to do. We're going to affect this element. We're going to affect this heading. We're going to affect this button. And we're going to change out the image. So there's 3 for each. And I know I'm going to need... For the images, you want to be able to grab a URL for the new image. So I'll be using some images from here. So let me go ahead and get that open. And all right, so we're ready to start actually doing the personalization, right? So the first thing, and I wanted to be able to show you different types with just this one example, right? So we'll start with this one, and what we're going to do here for this, we're going to personalize it, but rather than changing the text or whatever, we're actually going to change the visibility. So we're going to say, let's hide that. And then we're going to say, okay, we want this block, but we're not worried about that. We're going to change it. So we'll go with ready to get this is the law. Practice rolling. All right, so as you can see, it changes it. We'll go ahead and personalize that, and we'll say, I'm ready to get my law practice rolling. All right, so we've done those two, and now let's change out the image. So we'll go ahead and grab it, and we need a URL. This is for a law practice. Whoops. Let's see what. Oh, I know one. We can try image. Forgot where it's at. Must be down at the bottom. Yep, we'll use this one. All right, so we'll go ahead, grab that, and head back over. All right, so we want to paste that in. You can see it replaces the image for us. And go ahead and publish that to the site. All right, so yes, we want to track this campaign. That's actually why we set up the campaign goal, or the goal for this campaign. So we set that up, and now we want to just repeat this process for each of the other 3. So we'll go ahead up here. We'll say we want to personalize it by hiding it. We want to personalize this by ready to get your medical practice rolling. And let's see, we'll go with there. Let's say I'm ready to get my medical practice rolling. And now the image, let's see. We'll go with that one. Looks like she's quote unquote walking into a medical practice, we'll say. All right, so we have that, and we'll go and publish it to site. So now we are ready to do this one. Oops. Start at the top. Go ahead and hide it. View personalization. Oops. Oh yeah. Ready to get my. Oh wait. Ready to get your restaurant So here we're saying, I'm ready to go. All right. And we need a picture of a restaurant. I think I have something that we can use in here. Well, I thought of it. There we go. Okay, so we'll grab that. Just pasting the image in. Go ahead and save it. And then, oh yeah, now we do construction. And again, we're going to just, hide that. We're going to change that. So ready to get your construction business rolling. All right, so we need another one. I just grabbed one of my dogs. Yeah, this looks like they're on a construction site. All right, so there we go, and there we go. All right, so we have all of that set up. Okay, so we'll go back out, I think. So we have the campaign, we have the goal, right? We have and we can check here real quick. If we come back over, just click that and you can see, okay, yep, PPC1 email list is the goal for this. And then, the name of the campaign, it is active, so we go ahead and save that. That's also where we could delete the campaign if we needed to. All right, so let's go check it out. So reload. All right, good. We have that in there. And as you can see, there isn't a segment currently, so it's just using the defaults, right? And, as the same here. So once we add the UTM parameter, there we go. So we have the law practice, we have law practice, law practice, law practice, and law practice. And, obviously it'll go the same for each of them. So, real simple to do. Obviously some moving parts, but I have put together a blog post that I'm going to be publishing with this video, and in it I've actually gone screen by screen through the different pieces that I just did here on the fly. So hopefully between the two it should make it a lot easier for you to get yours up and running. If you have any questions or whatever about doing one for yourself and you're trying to figure out you get stuck anywhere, just hit me up. You can obviously drop a comment on this video and I'll get it as soon as I can. Or you can always email me, jason@jasonhobbsllc.com. And, I get you answer your question as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this has been helpful. And, I'll see you with the next video.